Today's episode is sponsored by Calumnius. Thank you, my guy.
I do think it might be time to go to the Ritz Cinema. Acoustic wallpaper, Art Deco wallpaper. We get a radio, landscape painting, a mirror. Looks good in the bathroom. That we've got the gramophone, violin. What is even that? A horoscope desk? What? Popcorn machine, chandelier as a light. Oh. Yeah. It's a little bit tricky to get to, though. A little bit tricky to get to. We would need to start here in Hoboken, which would be tragic and gossip bronze tags. Quite easy to do, actually, and we've already got some stories in the bag for that, although probably wildly out of date. So that's... I'd quite like to do that district. Let's see what the Mafia have to say. It had to be done, father. That Chiacchieroni was a threat to his own family. But how can I live with this burden? They're accusing me of everything under the sun. It's your turn now. One must only look forward to see the Lord, Reggio. Thank you, father. Publisher, geez, you want me to have a heart attack? You didn't hear nothing, did you? They're accusing me of laundering money through the casino. Me? Can you believe that? Yeah. You said that's what you wanted to do with it. I can't have my honest family business questioned. We need to steer the narrative. Sounds like you might die at the end. Seriously. Okay. You know, we must look forward. Yeah. Okay, so avoid printing these tags. Politics and crime. Oh, well, this works really well for us because I have no interest in that. Well, actually, though, tragic. I think tragic was one of the tags, wasn't it? Oh, we'll do it. Gossip and tragic. Tragic can come from society as well, though. This should be fine. Also, I noticed that gossip leans to the sensational. In fact, they both nudge towards the sensational. Little bit tricky. June 1932. Senior satisfaction. Oh, here we go. One of the blue notes. Look, Trent. This shows how satisfied this employee is with prestige environment. If everything else is in good condition, this acts as the final bonus on the performance of the employee. Don't worry if you can't max this out right away. Seniors are okay with not having prestigious environment. They will just keep working their way. They'll just keep working the way they used to. Okay. And then we've got a prestigious overlay. This is the prestigious view. It shows you where prestigious areas, gold, are, and where unprestigious areas, rusty, are. Prestigious areas give a boost to senior employees. This object is prestigious, the coffee machine. You can use objects like these to try and maximize gold bars. Okay. Unlocked objects that give prestige are found here. Of course, you can get more. You can click here to see where you can get more. It takes us to the map. Columbia University. There's loads here. Portrait frame, hanging plant, veiled, lady painting. Oh, okay. Coffee machine. That's where we got the coffee machine from. We've also got this small Art Deco lamp. Might get that Art Deco lamp. Might get the Art Deco lamp. Okay, we'll start with that. We love a bit of Art Deco. Okay. So, Trent. Here is the porcelain. It's an exclusive. Oh, we can put it on his desk. Goes on his desk. So if we stash the pot plant. Look. That looks... Trent, that frankly looks ridiculous. We can stash this lamp and buy the Art Deco lamp to go above him. Look. So we should see, like, yeah, look, his prestige bar is going up. And his little brain that shows his concentration is going from green to blue. Look, 100% concentration, but the employee has a prestige boost of 2. It's going up 3. Oh, that's great, isn't it? It's like a little additional boost. Now we're going to need to spend money on things and stuff. So we need to buy a little bit of coal. We could probably get away with not ordering any food right now. We need to order paper. The paper situation is dire. I'm going to order 2 lots of paper. I would like to pay back 1,000 of our loan. And I'm hoping that we'll then have enough money to buy the 4th page. We shall see, though. Let's just, you know, keep things relatively simple. So, Vince Volt's Good Care of Goods. Okay, so Kathy D, if you could get to their headquarters and start on this crime advertisement for us. That'd be great. A little bit odd. We have a story here. Oh yes, this one in Germany is progressing. I need somebody to go to Potsdamer Platz. Did I say that right? Who'd like to go there then? Bry? Ooh, actually, Cheryl. Bit of experience. If you go out there, we're going to... How much public outrage though? How much public outrage? 4 protesters are on their way. A little too speculative. Germany faces political uncertainty. So this will get us 6 influence points. And also this silver insider, along with all the stuff that we got previously on it. So progressing that story is absolutely fantastic. Now, we need to avoid politics and crime. So first things first. Let's open all these up. So we can't even get old stories in these subjects. I'm binning all political, because there's also so many old stories here that actually I could just do with clearing up the space. So we're going to get rid of all old political stories. Yeah. And it doesn't actually look like I have any crime. Oh, I'm doing the crime ad. Okay. We're not doing the ad. Okay. Oh. And this huge story that we're doing in Germany, I can't publish either. I mean, I might be able to. I mean, we'd lose a lot of good stuff. Yeah, so if I binned this section of it, we would lose the star, the silver European tag, and the political. But we would get to keep the influence and the silver insider and publish it. Oh, wow. Okay. So that gets rid of the political tag on it. Oh my god, we've made that story so much worse. I've got to do it though. I've got to do it. I've got to do it. What we want is tragic and gossip. Now, we can't do it through crime, so we'd have to do the tragic through society instead. And then the gossip, sports and entertainment. Sports and entertainment. This should be fine. This should... Yeah? No? Is this going to be alright? Here comes the coal. Let's... Oh, and here comes these protesters. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. Let's get the coal up to the cabinet. And the paper. The first paper delivery has arrived. I'm going to get all that in the storage shelves as well. A story has broken on here. What have we got? We've got loads of stories. My goodness. So we've got this society story here. This has the tragic tag, so we're going to be doing this one. California rocked by earthquake, society tragic. Now, it is also all sensational, and it does lead to a silver insider. So we'll do that. And I will send Sir to downtown Eureka. Get under the table. Streets in disarray after 6.4 magnitude earthquake. Earthquake. Rocks Eureka. Oh, okay. Then we've got this society story. This doesn't have any gossip at all, but it is a good story because it's got hopeful, inspirational, and a silver educational. It's also left-leaning, so it'll offset the other one quite well. Forest fire, seeded by wind. So can we send somebody to the fire station, please? Who could that person be? Sander, would you like to do that? Fact or fiction? Sparse firefighter personnel available. Now, we've got an entertainment story here. This has gossip. This has gossip. Now, it's a shame because we're going to have to take the gossip route, even though because we have to choose the route. But if we went the top route, we'd get a silver illustration and a silver statistics. But we're going to have to go to the boardroom. Jacksonville theatres, figures beaten. Just going to have to do that. Bright, could you go to the boardroom, please? I will pretend this is interesting. Yeah, I know what you mean. Passive board to blame. Yeah, it could have been interesting and we took the boring route. Then we've also got this story. Hunger empties classrooms. Now, this is a choose your path as well. Now, we could get some dirt in politics on this, but we can't do that because it'll upset the Don. So we are going to go to the farm kitchen for this tragic society story, which leads to a silver illustration and a gold revealing tag. So who in society would like to do this? Do you know what we're going to do? Richasaw, could you go to the farm kitchen, please? A book cannot fill a stomach. Families pull children. It instantly opens this county educational file. Now, who is our illustrator? Mrs. McGann. Go straight out there, please. Easy to count, fewer heads. Harder to count what is lost by their absence. Attendance numbers fall again after decade rise. Good story. So that's a lot going on there. But I think it's covering Hoboken, isn't it? We've done that without getting into the political thing. But I have utterly ruined a really good story that I'm desperate to print. But yeah, had to butcher it. That wasn't cool. We have progressed in the California rocked by earthquake story. We need to send... Oh, Peluso's out of hospital. Well done, Peluso. Oh no, Peluso. Wow, are you okay? Immediately sending you to another big earthquake thing. Eureka General Hospital. So you've just got out of hospital, but I'm going to send you back to hospital. Story. Silver insider tag. Terrible. 1 person killed and 3 injured, carried with stretchers. What a story to come back to after that. Wow, I'm so sorry. Oh, so sorry about that. Okay, forest fire seeded by wind. I need a couple of society. We've only got Thomas at the moment. Thomas, could you go to City Hall, please? Back to school. Resources stretched too thin. We need extra federal funding, says Mayor. Oh, look, and Serge just turned up. If you could go to the forest. I'm a pessimist. Okay, great. Okay. We do still have a line open. So just sort of keep getting any witch stories now. We're just sort of getting any story we like. A new story. Oh, over in Europe. Lausanne conference opens for reparations talks. So, European. But then we've got economy. It goes to alarming. There's a bribe. And then we get society with a silver educational. Okay. This can go on into next week. I don't mind. We will do a nice slow ticket, I think, because money is tough for us. So who are we going to be sending to Switzerland? Peluso, would you like a holiday? It's kind of like a holiday. Off we go. Can a simple meeting bring relief? World leaders gather in Switzerland. Excellent. Okay. A society story here. New law brings gasoline tax. So an alarming economic story that leads to a silver educational society story. Left lean. We're getting a little bit of the old left leans here. I will do this one though. Cheryl, would you like to head out to Washington DC? You're kidding me. Paying more taxes? First ever gas tax for the US. Yeah. They love it when we pay tax. Let's see here. Jacksonville. Late run sinks home 11. This is a sports story. I'm allowed to print those, right? Yeah. Because look, we get some key information and then we get like this silver statistics. It is left leaning again though. We're going to have to be really careful about this. We could do Richesaw to the press office. Statistics weigh heavy, but victory belongs to the one plays. I didn't get to read all of that. Edge in first downs. So we've immediately, because Richesaw has this natural coordinator, unlocked the second bit. So we're going to send Tressel to the stadium stands. I learned that numbers alone never guard the end zone. A decisive run in fourth, stealing the game 13-7. Okay. Okay. We don't use the editor much, do we? Have you noticed that? We can actually also take off these priorities. Oh no, I suppose it's because we don't really want the politics. Well, we could add economy. Just no political crime stories, please. At the same time, I'm getting a little bit concerned about the leanings. Left, right. We are about balance at the moment. It needs to be smack bang in the middle this month. Like, it's no joke. It has to be freaking perfect. It really does. This illustration, Mr. McGann, has almost got this done. The illustration part is quite slow, isn't it? Which makes sense, but it does mean that we'll probably will have to get another illustration desk at some point. But I'm also aware that we're sort of going to have like the maps and the photographer. But the photographer, I think, is going to come with a whole load of other nonsense as well, right? You know, because we're going to need the photography room, the red lights and stuff. No. So I'm not going to be getting into photography too soon, that's for sure. We've progressed at Washington, D.C. over the gasoline tax. Thomas, could you go to Washington, D.C. to finish this story, please? Should I cycle from now on? Yeah, maybe. Will new taxes help or hinder? Well, that's going. Oh, another sports story. From jail to ballpark. We need to bribe somebody for this, but we're going to do it. 56. Okay. Kazakul, could you please go to the Manhattan police office? Might swing by home as well. Babe Ruth caught speeding 26 miles an hour in Manhattan. 26 miles. Okay. Richesaw, I'll drop a story off for you. Who's this returning in the taxi? This is Cheryl. Excellent. Send your story to Reg, I believe. Okay, good. Goodo. New story. Another sports story. This is a sports defeat story. A valiant effort ends in medical emergency. Who would like to go to the hospital for this one? Richesaw, I always had this feeling that working out was dangerous. Tragedy strikes at Los Angeles Olympics. Marathon runners' heartbreaking collapse. Oh. Well, we're doing it. We're investigating it. Just filling up the paper in all the ways we can. I'm just going to check, though. Any crime stories there? No, any political stories there? This one, but I'm hoping it won't count because I butchered it. Hello. What have we got here? An entertainment story. A circus giant. That's all it says. I'm trying to get the location. I think it says Indianapolis. Bri, would you like to go? I'll make it quick. 8-foot Illinois boy visits Central Park. Just like all sorts of perfectly good, acceptable stories. I mean, we're getting a lot of small, simple ones here. That's okay. What's the jinx for? Taxi has arrived. Kazakal has returned. Rigisaur has returned. So that's Reg. An entertainment story. Choir boy voice breaks live. And inspiring. Who would like to do this? Tressa, would you like to go to this church, please? A voice may break, but it also finds its place. Conductor taps cue, joins bassist. We have masses of stories here. I mean, there's a lot of outdated ones too, to be fair. Okay. Okay, in Phoenix, only 119,000 troops. An economy story at the military base. Yes, Cheryl, could you go and do that? Yeah, no, Cheryl. That's a good. Some experience for Cheryl will be good here. On my way. Recruitment budget needs to rise. Okay. I love it when it rains here. You look out over the... Look, the ship's going by. It's a good view. It's a good view. Oh! Look, they have arrived. And I like to pick up... Look, Bri and Thomas. I like to rush their stories through if I can. Good. I also do like to watch the building though, do you know what I mean? What is this? A couple of new stories. So in New Orleans, a potential run on savings bank. This is economy unrest. Bri, if you go there. Confidence is the first deposit, isn't it? Manager rations cash. And then we also have this political story. The bonus army marches on Washington, D.C. I'm going to just leave that on the board. Is what I'm going to do with that one. Shizu's got this engraved illustration. Who could I rush it to? There. Sent it to Ben. You take that for me, Ben, please. Thank you. In Detroit, woman shot by agent. We do risk lawsuits here. It's a crime story. It's a crime story. Leave it on the table. Leave it on the table. What's going on over in Europe? We've progressed this story. Okay. It has to be you, sir. Off you go then. A plea for survival. Germany seeks reduced burden. Okay. Okie dokie. Oh, look. Shell's arrived back. And Peluso. There seems to be no limit to the amount of people that can get in the lift. Have you noticed that? There was 4 people in there. It's absolutely fantastic. And there's 3 people there. And off they go. 2 got off there. Like it moves quick, doesn't it, the lift? Definitely don't need the stairs, I would say. That's fantastic. And that's really good. Such a space saver. It's worth saving up for. Efficient space saver. Oh, hello. Bri's back. Okay. It's now Sunday. We're going to have to roll the presses very soon. Do you know what would be nice here is hide... I was about to say hide old news would be a good button, but actually sort by readiness does push them out the way, which is also kind of cool. So I'm hoping this political story can go in. We've got this hunger empties classrooms, I think might be our main story on the front page here, because it has the gold tag. Then I'm thinking about putting forest fires seeded by wind on the front page as well. Yes. And then can I put this Chancellor Bruning one also on the front page? Actually, no. Do you know what? Might do the new law brings gasoline tax, because it gets combos, doesn't it, with society and the educational. Wow, silver combo. Okay, we're ever so slightly to left at the moment. Now let's try this Chancellor Bruning one here, which brings us back to the middle. Yes, it still keeps the Mafia happy with my very crude butchering. It's nowhere near as good of a story now, but it's okay. Now we do have this story here, California rocked by earthquake. This marries up with the Chancellor Bruning one insider, silver insider tag quite nicely. Because I'm also looking at the stars, the ways we're leaning. It's tricky. And then I might with it put this Amelia Earhart, first woman, next to it. That marries up the society tags. Okay. Then on the third page, we need to get some gossip in. We have this entertainment story here. The ×2 is probably going to have to be actually a really bad story. So if we put in the entertainment gossip there, I think I'm going to put this sports late run sinks thingy here, because it's got this left lean, which I can't have. So I think on the ×2 it's going to have to be like a really bad, boring sports story from jail to ballpark. But at least it does marry up. It does play with the sports bit, at least. What I could do is take out the sports and put in, make it all entertainment. But we don't get that silver tag. Kind of like the silver tag. Well, this is 7875 in total income. If I did do the entertainment rag instead, we do get more. 7,950. It's because the combos. They are good combos. Now, out of interest, if we had the fourth page, what would we do with it? It would probably be sports. We would use these 3 sports stories. Do we do it? I could do it. Because I don't think that record-breaking thing's coming up again. And if it does, we fail it, and it seems that it moves on. So, I might put in the fourth page, because we need to make as much money as we can. Like, it's quite serious. We've got 2,281. It's 1,000 to get in page 4. There it goes. I say we pay back another 1,000. No, we pay back another 1,000. So our loan is reduced to 8,000. That leaves us with 281. We might need it though for the printing costs. We've got 742 paper in there though. I'm hoping we won't have any agency fees. If we do, then we'll worry about it. But this gives us page 4 Now, we cannot put that on the ×2 because it's got the left lean. So we're going to pop that down there. But this, a valiant effort ends in medical emergency. That can be our ×2. And then we put this from jail to ballpark here. Come on. I mean, that's pretty good, right? The Mafia are happy. And Hoboken would be done. 4 pages. Oh, okay. So if we start that, no agency fees. Yes! You see, because we've got a green light on the paper. We've got enough paper, so we don't have to pay for additional paper. This is amazing. Go! $295,000 newspapers sold. A newspaper for the people. What a beautiful world we live in. 11 stars on that paper. We got 17 influence gained on that one. 12 from news items, 1 from the district, 4 from hidden agenda. We have a new balance of 10,131. Hoboken is now ours. 2,000 subscribers gained. How you doing, Don? Good job, publisher. You spun that story so well, nobody's looking at me anymore. You're a real professional. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, I like being in his good books. Here we are then. We were successful in unlocking our continental connector. Yes. 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 Now, in July for our perception calendar, there is nothing to aim for. It's all just avoiding Solomon, who's smack bang in the middle, and Dolores, who is in the sensational. So I guess we're going to be looking to become quite informational, quite left for July. That's worth bearing in mind. Okay. We've earned all sorts of ads. We have earned 2 ads in society, 1 ad in entertainment, and 1 ad in sports. Okay. That's quite interesting. Something I want to do. Okay, with our expenses taken, we have 4,741. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Our payback for the loan is currently at 1,200. At least it's down from 1,500, but I'd really quite like to get it down more. Obviously. Right. It looks like we've opened society from doing Hoboken. Lowe's Jersey Theatre. Pick your poison, publisher. Bartender, look. Darling, you know, some say the city soul is being strangled, and I would agree, but here it feels like it's dancing. She's talking to the Don. Justice ain't always about order, you know. Sometimes it's about making sure folks get some place to feel like they're free. Speaking of freedom, I'm hosting a private literary salon. Very avant-garde. Wine would make the poets much more tolerable. I could arrange a delivery. Off the books. But I got a bottle problem of my own, and the press is sniffing around a crime story. Heck, I'd prefer you didn't print any crime, just to be sure. A detour in the name of culture. We're practically civil servants. I will do this for the Don. I won't print any crime. I'm not happy, Don. I'm not happy. So we need to be quite informational, quite left this time. We are heading towards the Ritz, aren't we? To do that, Newark could be quite good. Look, society and inspirational, which does lean to the left. This might be good for us. This might be good for us. Okay. I might get the final paper discount here. It's 12 influence. We've got 29 influence. 30% paper discount. I'm going to get that done. Yes. could also get the paper auto order, but I'm not going to do that just at the moment. But at least paper got cheaper. That's nice. I might get this medium plant as well, because I think it can go on the floor quite nicely for influence. So I might buy that as well. Get that unlocked. That's not so bad. For illustrations, I'd quite like to get the desk pencils. Buffs the illustrator by 1. That's 4 influence points. I'm going to get that to put on Mrs. McGann's desk. That'll be good. Here we are then, July 1932. It's happening. We're doing it. First of all, 420 for 300 paper now. Now we're going to do that twice. Let's have a look at these ads then. Do you have a bunch of society ones? Look, we've got 4 ads to choose from. I quite like this Empire Airlines one for obvious reasons. We get 750 doubloons from it. Connecting dreams, 1 flight at a time. And it fits with what we need to do in Newark. So, Kathy D, could you get to the Empire Airlines office, please? And then Mrs. McGann will need to do an illustration for that in a bit. Talking of Mrs. McGann, we have something for you. I may have to remove your pot plant, I'm aware. Oh, look, we've got the floor plant. Would you like that? Maybe we could make up for it with that. Here's your desk pencils. Oh, we can have the desk pencils as well. That's fantastic. There you go. That's yours. Now, we need to train somebody in Continental Connector. Increases research speed by 20% for all foreign news. This goes to telegraphers. This is for telegraphers. I think I'm going to do Jeffrey. 7 days. Oh, okay. Okie dokie. Pretty intense. Right. What have we got? Do we have any crime in the bag here? No. Good. Let's keep it that way, shall we? We are... Oh. We have this Detroit one. Woman shot by agent. Let's get rid of that. What's going on over in Europe? Oh, this is society. We need to do a bribe over here. Let's do this bribe in Europe. Yeah, 90. Okay, because this is society and it's European. It doesn't have any of the inspirational. That's fine, though. I'm going to send Thomas, I think, to Geneva Press Club, Switzerland. If you could do that. The stakes couldn't be higher. Hopes for global stability. That's fine. We have a political story over here. The bonus army marches on Washington, D.C. We could do this one. There's no reason why we couldn't. So, downtown Washington, D.C. Who would like to go? Who would like to go? Cheryl would like to go. We have to honour the vets, man. Around 20,000 World War I veterans marched to Washington, D.C. in protest. Now, we also need to find more stories. And we need inspirational. This is entertainment and society. So we're going to favour those. And get a cracking. Here comes the paper. We've also got no food. I'm going to do a big food order as well. Big food order. Let's get all this paper in the storage cabinet. Okay, what have we got here? Society story. This is dangerous dives. Now, we could risk police fines here for an adventurous society story. And we are going to risk those fines because, I don't know, we're really rich or something. We're not at all, are we? Mariners Bay. Here we go. $250 in police fines. Apparently it's illegal. Thanks, police. Captain Ernest describes work of salvaging sunken reek. Is that supposed to be wreck? And then Nashville, director, addictive work delivered. This does influence left. This is good. Could we send, this is an entertainment unveiling story. Could we send somebody to the gallery, please? Richasaw, if you could go to the gallery. Lovely work. Woodland brought imagination. And then Trestle, you go to the gallery with Richasaw. Art makes me angry. Oh, okay. Popular movie honoured. I didn't know, Trestle. I didn't know. Now, lines closed because they're training. Another entertainment story. Doesn't have inspirational, but we're going to do it all the same. Goddess movie. Bry is the only one available. Off you go then. Might swing by home as well. It's a talking remake of the 1923 silent film of the same name. Excellent. It's a talkie. It's a talkie. We've got more paper here. I'm going to slam all this paper into the printer. Yep. All the food's arrived as well. Get all that paper upstairs. Oh, we've got progress on the ad. So, Mrs. McGang, could you do the go to the Empire Airlines office and get started on that? Only today, book your flight with a return for free. Wow, that's actually really cool, isn't it? Good. Okay, and get a load of food in the storage cabinet. Good to get that bolstered a little bit, that food. Do you know what I might do is buy a little bit of coal? Not too much. Ooh, the Bonus Army Marches story has continued. I need to send somebody to the capital. Xander, you, the capital, please. They need to eat too. The group went to the capital to lobby the government for early payment of their cash bonuses. Somebody's come back in the taxi. Cheryl has returned with a story, and so has Peluso. Fantastic. Fantastic. Here comes a small coal delivery as well. Excellent. Get that on the shelves. Oops. Good. Another taxi arriving. And a new story. Who have we got here? Richasaw. Hand that off. And Trestle. Excellent. Right. What do we have here? Entertainment. It's just a simple entertainment story again. Really need something that's inspirational. School of the Air Radio. Trestle, would you like to head back out, please? Just collecting the facts. Excellent. The half-hour educational radio program is broadcast on weekends at 2:30. What, a.m.? We have a society tragic story. It's not quite what we're after, but okay. 3 women burn in automobile. Oh my goodness. I need somebody to go to this quiet road. Sir, could you go there, please? Officer said their doors got stuck. Gasoline tank exploded when car turned over. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Taxi has arrived. Bry has returned, and so has Thomas Harper. Society and inspirational. Finally, we found it, and it's got left-leaning. So, fundraising Russian children. Who would like to do this? I think Thomas Harper. What a great story. Next Tuesday, there is a fundraising for refugee children. Excellent. We're doing great. We are. Another taxi has arrived. Xander is back. Xander's back. Another story. Ooh, this one's in Europe. This is a political story in Europe. Wow. It's... okay. Prussian coup. Von Papen seizes control. Now, we need to do this political European story, and on the other side, this society European story, those together will allow us to get to this silver statement and 4 influential points. We are going to slow coach our way through this one. We are. Now, Kazakul, if you could go over here. This shakes every foundation. Democratic government deposed. And Zander, if you could go to Reichstag. Yet another perilous blow. Critics claim assault on democracy. You two can work on that one. That's quite the story unfolding over there. I would like another big paper delivery, please. Yeah. Paper's a thing. Let's get a couple of boxes in the storage cabinet. Oh, that filled it up. Put the rest in the printer. Put the rest in the printer. Okay. What is this? A society story. Portland tallest structure. Yes, Pluso, could you go to the city, please? Talk about a tall tale. Tower soars at over 800 feet. My goodness. Sir has returned. Hand that story off. We have another entertainment story, and it's inspiring again, as well as left-leaning. Excellent. Picture House hosts Nickel Matinee. We need somebody to go to the Picture House. Bri, would you like to do that? You could do with some experience in the old entertainments. A cheap seat can buy a rich hour. Out-of-work families attend. Oh, that's nice. Thomas Harper has arrived back. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. It's Wednesday and we got masses of stories. It's actually insane. Another taxi has arrived. Peluso, what a legend. We have a political story in Seattle. Hall double booked. Opera House lobby. This is a political unrest. Cheryl. Politics is something you could train in. 2 battles fighting for voters and a microphone. Rivals share stage. Interesting. What do we have here? Sports. A big sports story. Cubs shortstop Billy Jergshot. I don't know if I said that right. Anyway, it is an alarming crime story that I'm not allowed to print. It leads to a silver statement, and then beyond that, bronze sports and a gold forecast. Might try and leave that on the table until sort of Saturday, and then start it so that it'll be a fresh story for next week, maybe. Bri is back. Fantastic. Oh, actually, you're doing the ad. Let me take this. What is this? 30 giant years. This is a sports story with all sorts going on. So it seems to be an unpopular story, but we could get the editor on that. It then leads, we have to choose a path. So we could either go to this silver review with some bronze dirt, or we could come down here, look. Gold bombshell. But it also has a biased tag on it. So this would need a lot of editing. This would need a lot of editing. I say we do it, though. It's Thursday. I might leave it on the table and start this towards the end of the week so that it's still fresh for next week. Because it's going to take a lot of fiddling, that story. You know, try and sort it so it's not biased and stuff. You know, it's going to take a lot of editing. I do love the sound of the seagulls, though. I wasn't complaining. I do genuinely like the sound of seagulls. So I have 2 seagulls that nest. Not on my chimney, but next door. And they raise little ones every year, and I love it. I love it. Okay, so we have progressed this story in Europe. A Perusian state ministry. We're progressing this much faster than I thought we would. I might leave this on hold just a little bit longer. Till Saturday. Yes. In Seattle, we have this hall double booked. We need to send somebody backstage to this opera house. Cheryl, would you like to go? Can half a stage ever hold a full campaign? Parlay splits the clock. Okay. A lot of stories here, though, isn't there? There is a lot of stories here. Absolutely, this paper's going to be absolutely rammed. Just admiring the generator. The details are really, really lovely, you know, because you put in the coal. Presumably there's like a furnace in here. You know, also it heats up the water, creates steam. Right? That's what's got to be happening in there. And then the steam would drive this turbine, this sort of shaft with the wheel on it. It's generating that motion that then turns into electricity. It's very cool. It's very cool. I like it. What is this? Another sports story. Games on the Olympiad. This is actually quite a lot, isn't it? I'm going to leave that on the table because it is now Saturday. I would like to start on this 30 giant years. I'd like to send somebody to the Stadium New York Giants. Peluso, could you do that, please? I'm going to enable an editor on there to see if we can get rid of this unpopular tag. Get that going. Then we've got this crime story that I'd like to start. The Cubs shortstop Billy shot. Who would like to go to the Chicago Hotel? Cheryl, you go there, please. She sure put on a good show by a scorned showgirl. Billy was shot by a scorned showgirl. Good. Then in Europe, if we could send somebody to the state ministry. Bri, would you like to do that? Yes. Looking dangerously like authoritarianism. Von Papen declares Reich authority. Okay. We'll get all that going. Yeah, we'll get all that going. Okie dokie. Because I feel like this is enough, and the Sunday is about to begin, and we're going to make our paper, and we've got masses of stories here. I think we've got plenty to keep us busy. Here we go. Let's see, and we do actually want to be quite left-leaning this time. Yes, we do. So I think the biggest story that we have here is this Lausanne story. I'm going to pop that on the front page. Okay. Now, what will pair up with it nicely? Probably this Dangerous Dives. It's got the society tag. There might be better options. Might do then the fundraising Russian children. This has 2 stars. It has the inspiring, it's left-leaning, it's society as well. So I think all that works quite nicely. Do we have more society stories? I think we do, because we've got this ad. So we have this tragic society story. 3 women burn in automobile. We could put in this ad. And we could put in this Portland tallest structure social story that has a star. There we go. Now on the next page we could probably do some sort of entertainment, couldn't we? So I think we'll do the unveiling as the big story. Then we can put the picture house hosts nickel here. With it, we could probably add the School of the Air Radio or the Goddess movie. I think we'll do the School of the Air Radio. Which leaves us page 4, which might be a bit of a hodgepodge of news. The best story that we have remaining might be the potential run on savings banks. So we'll pop that in. And then we can put the Goddess movie with it along with this. So we could do either only 119,000 troops because it's got the economy, or we could do this political and unrest because that goes with the potential run on savings, because the potential run on savings has economy and unrest. So we've got an economy story that we could pair it with, or we could pair it with this, the bonus army marches on Washington DC. I might do the bonus army one because it's 2 bronze tags, so I might pop that here. So that's all 4 pages filled. The first page got our biggest stories, silver tags and all that sort of stuff, and is primarily society. The second page is all society, including our lovely ad. Look, and we've got a lovely illustration of a present on it. Then our third page is all entertainment, and then our fourth page is a little bit mixed with political unrest, economy, a little bit of entertainment, that sort of stuff. It's a bit of a hodgepodge. In fact, actually, taking out the Goddess movie and putting in the only 119 troops would increase, it would pair with that economy tag, 2,500, even more sales. And society, I think, now gets us 2 ads. So yeah, I think we'll drop the Goddess movie story. So we've only got 1 story left over that we haven't used. Not too bad. Pretty good. And in terms of our leanings, we are informational. We're right in the middle of this marble fireplace prestigious item for next month. That's not this month. That's what we would get next month instead of the prestigious acoustic panel. The thing is that Dolores is over there. So we've had to come, and of course Solomon is right in the middle. So we've had to come to informational to dodge them, and we are right on track for that marble fireplace. Amazing. Okay. So we do have a minus 1,000. Oh no, we have no negative tags. We have 8 tag combos, 21 bronze stories. We have 2 silver tags, no golds this time. But that's okay. I think we are good to go. We have no emergency fees because we've got all the paper that we need. So what I might actually do is pay off another 1,000 on the loan. So we've got 7,000 left to pay on that loan, bringing our loan interest payments down to 1,050 doubloons. Before our expenses go out, let's try and do that, you know. Right, back to the paper. Let's print this bad boy. Here we go. Go! Okay. 228,500 newspapers sold. To be happy is only to have freed one's soul from the unrest of unhappiness. A newspaper for the people. 10 stars in that one. Quite pleased. So 5 influence points gained. That's 1 from District, 4 from Hidden Agenda. Okie dokie. Badink, badink. 2,000 subscribers gained from Newark. Bravo, darling. It wasn't pretty, but I'm sipping something French and the poetry flows like wine. Quite literally. Coming up then, our marble place. So we want to stay informational for August. Yes, we do. Wow, lots of ads unlocked. We've got 2 in society, 1 in economy, and 1 in entertainment available to us. Wow. After expenses, our budget is 2,718. Oh my goodness. It's not good. It's not good. Wow. So we've had a lot go on here. Matt and Thomas have both become seniors from leveling up. That is incredible. Now, also leveled is Ushizu, Isabel Black, Chrissy, Ashley, and Mrs. McGann. Congratulations.